Okay, happy Wednesday, everyone. It is Wednesday, September 11. This is week 11 of the 116 Kubernetes release team sub-project effort. I am Guinevere Sanger. I will be hosting the meeting today in place of Lachlan Evanson, our honored release lead. And I will take a minute to remind everyone that Kubernetes is operating under the code of conduct, which can be summarized as be kind to each other, treat each other with excellence. And without much further ado, let's get started. We are in burn down. Let's get enhancements out of the way first.
Honestly, not much to say. Things are green.
Excellent. Thanks, Bob. Next, CI Signal. We've been having a couple exciting days.
So hopefully the excitement is over. Yesterday, the amazing and wonderful people from testing ops, they actually reverted Boscos to the last known stable state, and the flakes went down. So all the flakes that you see all throughout the place, those are just normal. Other than that, we're back to Kota. So now things are actually trying to get back into master. Right now, we are using the amazing new algorithm called Jordan Liggett to try to reduce the size of the tide pool to something normal, something sensible. So if you get stressed, frustrated about the state of the tide pool, check out the links that I added in my update. You can see the status, what PRs are currently waiting to be merged, the state of those PRs, if they pass tests, what tests they fail, etc. Velodrome has more useful statistics such as the merge rate and all that. And other than that, so right now, again, now that we are in code, the only things that really matter are the 116 blocking, 116 informing, and last I checked, they are good. We have a handful of flags, but that's normal. Nothing that we should worry about. The only thing that I found is the AKS engine Azure 116 test in both informing and master informing was labeled as a failure, but that was due because of a recent because it was flaking. The last couple of runs have actually been green, and other than that, yeah, that's my update for today.
That sounds awesome. Thank you so much to you and the folks from Test Infra that managed to make everything pass much better, although unfortunately it does mean, if I understand this correctly, Boscos we are using a really old version at this point, like over a year or something.
I think the version that we're running right now, it's from either March or July.
Okay, all right. So
And,
that's
yeah, sorry for interrupting. I was just gonna finish the
no.
story that the people from Testing Infra, they mentioned that they have a couple fixes that they're working that they already they're working on a couple fixes, but they will wait for 116 to be out the door until they actually start rolling all of that out.
Great, fantastic, awesome. So that's something that we can look forward to in 117. Fabulous. Absolutely. Awesome. Thank you so much. By the way, I feel like I have to ask this. I'm so sorry. Do you say your name Jorge?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Jorge. All right, next, debug triage with Marco.
Hey, everyone. So sadly, we are red today. Let's see what's up. So first, regarding the issues, we have 4 open. This is one more than we had on the last meeting. And luckily, critical urgent, we are at 0, but we have 2 imported soon issues, which one of them are new. And the first one is 70890. This one has the PR open, but the PR is open against master and is still not cherry picked. So it first needs to be merged, but it's still missing review and the LGTM label. So we should eventually see to get it done as soon as possible, of course, if that's possible. A new one is 82591, which is a new one. And it has been created like 25 minutes ago. We need to see, is there a fix in the progress and when is it planning to be done so we can plan. And this is it regarding issues. Regarding PRs, it is not that good because we got 2 critical urgent ones and we have 6 in total, which is 6 more than we had yesterday. So first we have 82548. It is related to, I think, it is remove alpha message and it is already in the merge pool. So the merge pool is a little bit longer, so it may take some time until it is merged. And I'm not sure should it be cherry picked or not, but this is something we should check. And another one is 82582. This one is a cherry pick, but however it is still not reviewed and it had some test failures, but we are going to see is it flakes or something else. I believe it should pass, but someone is still needed to review that. And regarding reported soul PRs, we have 3 of them. This is 3 more than we had. So some of them are related to tests, some are not, but most of them are not reviewed. So we should see how we should proceed with this, and reminded that the cherry pick deadline is tomorrow as far as I know. So all 3 of them are targeting masters, so this is something that we should pay attention to. And regarding total number of issues, it is 12, and this is 1 more than we had yesterday.
What is your sense of, especially with those priority important soon PRs, given that we're at like nearing the end of the release cycle, it sounds like those are probably just going to get kicked to 117.
Most like, but we should probably ping 6 to check with them. Are they really critical or is it like, I mean, are they really important for the release? And should we go to promote them to critical urgent, or should we just kick them for 170?
Right.
So I would not make a decision myself, but I'd receive it 6 because they probably have a better idea. Is it really, really needed?
Yeah, it is my understanding that important soon PRs don't, at this point, have the priority, like the necessary priority to make it into the current release. I'm just going off of a vague memory and my gut feeling though, so I will double check on that, but I wouldn't worry about those too much, I would say. And the critical urgent ones, I would feel, especially with that cherry pick, I would feel all the entitlement to go and send direct messages to Siglead on that one, especially if it's a cherry pick. We also have our branch management team to go ahead and shepherd that in once it's got all the other labels. So,
Okay.
So I thank you so much for following all these down, but that would be my feeling on this. Does anyone else have any input?
James commented that +1 to ignore reported soon right now.
Yeah, I would not, I mean, ignore is a strong word, but I wouldn't worry about it. Please let me know if we can help you with those critical urgent ones, just to raise the signal. I'm more than happy to do that.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Marco. Docs.
Hello, everyone. So for today, we don't really have any major updates. It's mostly we've been receiving like a couple of 1 or 2 PRs that is mouse to 1.16, but it's not release blocking. and those PRs are made against masters. So, but it's something that they want, 1.16 team to be tracking. That's it. No major update.
Fantastic, Tunde. Release notes with Kristen.
Good morning, SIG release. Apologies in advance for any noise. I'm in the train station. So as far as our current status, we're at green. We've collected the dependency updates, updated the release note stock with the latest RC content, and we're following up to note that the IP tables related issue is a known issue, and clarifying the wording on that. So that's all we have for today. Are there any questions?
Not for me. Thank you. All right. Do you need any help from anybody at this point for the release notes?
I'm not aware that we have anything pending. I'll check back with the team and let you know if we have any upcoming needs.
All right, great. Let us know if you need anything. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next, comms with Taylor.
Hey, everyone. So yesterday, I was able to meet with the CNCF marketing team and kind of got their overall media plan that won't be impacting before we actually release. That's kind of downstream. And after we release, it's kind of like our book tour circuit, after we've been successful there. I will be reaching out about volunteers to join the 116 release webinar. If there's anything that anyone wants to talk to specifically or kind of give a deeper dive into or demo on, that's kind of the content that will be looked for. The overall blog draft reviews are going very well. I think that we have everything we need there, and now it's just tweaking and just typesmithing everything. Otherwise, we're green. Everything is fantastic.
All right. Thanks so much, Taylor. Is Yang on the call? Release branch.
No, but I can take care.
Fantastic. Hi, Carlos.
Hi. Good evening, everyone, and good morning. The stats for the release branch managers like RC and Hotel was handled by Stephen, and cherry pick deadline, as was mentioned before, is tomorrow. And the last one is the official release. It's supposed to be we cut on next week, September 16th. That's it.
That sounds awesome. It also, correct me if I'm wrong, it also kind of sounds like it would be beneficial for you to work together with bug triage to figure out those cherry picks that may or may not want to go into 116.
Okay, sounds good.
Just I see you have a search link, but I don't see if those are the same issues. Just maybe compare notes and combine forces. Does that sound like a good plan?
Yeah.
Awesome. Fantastic. Thanks, Carlos. I just lost my spot. And next, emeritus leads are Josh or Stephen on the call.
Josh mentioned he put some notes in the doc.
Yeah. Okay, very cool. So there's going to be a shadow and lead survey on Friday or Monday. Then that basically just kind of collects information on how the release team processes are working for people, especially for the shadows to learn their roles. There's a link for 117 leads nominations. We are circling in on having almost all positions filled last time I checked, which was yesterday. I'll have to have a couple conversations. One big gap I'm seeing is, unless I was not noticing something obvious, is that I don't think we have an enhancements lead yet. So I will be circling the wagons on that and just going down the list. And after that is settled, we will have the shadow application form for 117 up, because we will need the leads to make decisions there. Great. I will give the release lead update. We need to, the cherry picks have come up. Cherry pick deadline is tomorrow. I don't need to beat that horse anymore. And we have the release scheduled for September 16. It looks like we are on time for that. And I would like to know, but we might not be able to do that today, who from Release Grant Management will be cutting the release? Do we know that?
I guess would be Stephen.
Okay. Let's confirm that for tomorrow as well. I'm going to make a note. Great. Awesome. Open discussion. Anything that came up that somebody would mention?
Do you know if the retro's been scheduled for the community meeting?
I don't know. I can check up on that.
I think the retro is next Thursday.
Next Thursday?
Yeah, as far as I remember, but I think it is in the release calendar.
That's right.
I just wasn't sure if it made it onto the community
Right.
calendar.
Right. We need to double check that. I am already dreading the retro. It's going to be long. Yay, meetings. So got to check on that. I had a couple to-dos here. Okay.
It is not on the calendar.
All right.
Tim. So that should be, we should ping George about that one, because that will then bump, it looks like Node apps and the Apply working group.
Bob, would you mind paying George on that?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you so much. Good point. Thanks for bringing that up. Anything else?
Actually, I have one other random thing.
Yeah.
Just in case people did not see it through other channels, if you can, you should, if you're going to KubeCon, you should register for the Contributor Summit.
I feel very personally spoken to, and I have no memory of registering.
Actually, you should probably, did you register as staff? I'll check later.
Great.
But I dropped the link down in chat.
All right. I am going to go and bring up the board. Can everyone see the board? Fantastic. So in progress, we have release team survey improvements. We already noted in the meeting that is happening. Assemble release team, work on that is trucking along. Backporting fixes and defining exceptions for non-supported releases. Does anyone have an update on this? Let's check it out. PR is a work in progress. All right, holding this for review. Sounds like we should give some attention here. All right. Is there anyone that is kind of adjacent to this issue that might ping Jim and ask what's up?
I can do some following up on that.
Thank you, Tim. Appreciate it. Adjusting pull request boilerplate. Release notes, any updates on this? days ago. This one looks like it was merged. Very cool. I'll leave up and follow up on that because I've been kind of working on that a little bit. Implement release blocking job criteria. This is, yes, I heard somebody make noise.
I was going to say that I can follow up on that one.
Beautiful, thank you. And add information about what qualifies for a milestone. Bob, do you know anything about that? I see Jeff's face on it.
I do not.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, I think he was adding some additional information about something.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is at the bottom.
Add more milestone issue. Okay. That sounds like I need to follow up on that. Okay, great. To do, right? I keep reading this as executive assistant, but emeritus advisor, is that what it is? Write the handbook, document membership criteria, linking from, yes, I'm going to start working on this issue, on linking release notes, shadow halo process. Right. I'll follow up on those. Try splitting release schedule out of release lead playbook. Interesting. Okay. Very cool. So some of these are in vague states of to do, and I know that we're in burn down, so everyone is very, very busy. Let's try and keep trucking along on these. I know Lachlan isn't here for those. All right. Any other comments? Any issues you don't see on here that should be on here? There we go. Cool. All right, it is 9:25. You can all have the rest of the hour back unless we have any final issues to talk about. Last call. Awesome. Thanks, team. See you all tomorrow. Same time, same place. Try not to miss me.
Later, everyone.
Bye-bye.